for our guys more than anything, it's not always going to be exactly how we want it or what we want, but finding a way to win. 3 30-point quarters, hold them to 24 in the fourth. Super excited for DeMar coming back. Those are always moments that you're excited for your players to try to make sure that they represent when they've played in the city and sacrificed in the city. And I think the guys wanted to win for DeMar as well. But a lot of really good effort and just more than anything, finding a way to win. And that's how it's going to be some nights.
You guys only turned the ball over 7 times. The guys have talked about your simplification of the offense.
Yeah.
Could you explain sort of what you're simplifying and what you're asking of them in that regard?
Just allowing them to play to their strengths. I think sometimes we get into actions that aren't really actions, like just get to the business. Like there's no need to do a lot of other stuff on top of the fact that we want to drive, kick, swing, and move the basketball, so it gives us more time to do that. Allowing them to just kind of use their special talents. I mean, Fox is fast. He can handle the basketball. He can get to the rack. Malik is the same way. DeMar is one of the best ISO players in the game, so you put him in position. Domas's rolling ability. Like when you go down the list, Keegan's shooting. We got some defenders on the wings. Like all those different things, trying to just, don't make it hard. Just go get at it. And we live with the results, and on the other end of the floor, let's lock arms and play really hard on that end.
What was it like? Neither team led by double digits at any point. I think there were
28
lead changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're coaching a game like that, what are you focused on in the details?
Win more than anything. Trying to find a way. Like I said, Zach is an incredible player, so you're not going to stop him, but trying to find a way to slow him down, trying to keep the guys positive about, get back at it. I'm not going to call a timeout every time I think that there's a flow. If it's big enough, call a timeout. Otherwise, I trust you guys, and you guys got to learn how to trust yourself in those moments where it gets hard, it gets tough, but we need to not micromanage the situation. You guys got to solve the riddle and the problem, and they continue to do that by striking back, hitting some big shots, fighting on the glass. Like those are things that there's nothing that I'm necessarily doing but trusting them to be the greatest versions of themselves.
And I know you mentioned, the team wanting to win for DeMar, but what was your sense from him and sort of his motivations in this game, and particularly in the fourth quarter, those moments?
I don't think anything more than wanting to win. There's nothing negative or personal like that. No, not at all. He's a Class A guy. That's not the vibe. The vibe is I was here, and we're coming back, and let's handle the business and make sure that we walk out of here with the check in the left column and not the right column.
Mentioned that he showed the videos of you because it would help the team when they look at you and know that you've done it. Mm-hmm. That helps them. How much do you appreciate that? What does that mean to you that he would, a player, a leadership in a leader role, would do something like that?
I would tell you it's priceless, man. That's the type of trust, love, and respect I want out of all of them, but having that time with DeMar in the summer, watching how he gets down, and then really just always being 100 with him and trusting him to do his thing, for him to show that in that moment, it says a lot about who he is, but it says a lot about our team and what we're trying to – it's together. It's like I'm not separate as a coach. They're not separate as players. They have their room, I have my room, but at the same time, we are together as one, and it's not a hand, it's a fist.
And Fox is back. I think today might have been the first time you've had your entire roster healthy.
Yeah.
How'd you feel Fox looked, and how'd you feel about your rotations, and what was it like just to look down the bench and know all your guys were there?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. It gets tough. I'm sure guys want to play more, and when Fox comes back, Fox is Fox, and he is special. So to come back after a layoff and still, you look up and it's like, yeah, he's got 24 or whatever he has, and he just covers the stat sheet. He makes big shots. it's a blessing to have that, and I don't ever overlook that as a coach. It's like that's him, that's Domas, that's Demar, that's Malik, that's what they do, and I'm never thinking that I'm anything more than the person that tries to allow them to be everything they think they want to be and put them in a position to do that. Appreciate you guys. Yep.